Hello, everyone. Remember the other day we talked about the definition of insanity? Well, apparently I'm not the only one who noticed. This is from UK's Independent, but there are other sources summarizing this as well. Despite the failing offensive in the east and northeast of Ukraine, I'm not even talking about south, Putin continues throwing bodies at the front lines. And what is more, they've now announced that women will be also recruited into the army, which is interesting considering that at the same time, multiple Russian lawmakers have complained that women are refusing to get married and have children, and that Russia urgently needs to expand its population. I think, I think they might be going about it the wrong way. This was in Washington Post, and this article is fairly detailed. It talks about the collaboration between Ukrainian and American intelligence services, as it should be. It's not a topic widely discussed, and the cases cited in the article are obviously cited well after the fact. However, I do suggest you pop in and give it a read. It especially addresses some of the questions about how certain things took place so far inside Russia and nobody was caught. While it is still quite possible that some of the incidents that took place at Russia's military objects, railroad stations, airfields, etc., were acts of sabotage by the Russian resistance, it is equally possible that they were organized and carried out by Ukrainian undercover agents. And couple of things that tells us that Ukrainian intelligence has gotten pretty advanced considering the size of Russia and considering where certain things took place. And Russia's counterintelligence is likely disorganized and overwhelmed due to lack of resources and lack of people, because a lot of them are getting killed. Case in point, a couple of days ago, a Russian military base in the Donetsk region was hit. Roughly 70 soldiers were killed and 6 officers. They have only moved into those particular headquarters 2 days earlier. And so there was a lot of questions as to how the location has been pinpointed with such precision. Another thing, which is one of those cases when irony writes itself, was that the reason there were so many officers on the premises is that they were having a meeting, and one of the things on the agenda was to discuss how to ensure that Ukrainian troops do not get their location. Once again, I think maybe they're going about it all wrong. There is a daily summary in The Guardian. Whatever you may say about The Guardian when it comes to the British news, I'll let the colleagues from the UK comment on that. It has been pretty good summarizing what is happening in the world in general and Ukraine specifically. In this particular case, it's talking about the continuing battle for Avdiivka. But again, while the situation is very tough for the Ukrainian troops, don't forget, Russians have been trying to take and hold on to Avdiivka for almost 10 years. Let that sink in. The various military groups, experts, etc., are keeping an eye on the Ukrainian troops that cross the river in the Kherson region, trying to determine what their next steps are going to be. And there's an updated casualty toll for the mail distribution center that was struck recently within the last 2 days. So we're now up to the 17 people injured, of whom 7 are in critical condition. Those who were killed in the explosion were all postal workers aged from 19 to 42. And there's an interesting bit that Mitch McConnell is offering very strong support and endorsement for Joe Biden's proposed aid packet to Ukraine. Talk about 180 for Moscow, Mitch. Of course, we also know that Mitch McConnell is a power-hungry crocodile, so he's not going to do anything that might damage his career. He's gauging the mood, and considering the complex international situation and U.S. role in it, he is rolling the dice and betting why they roll.